YouTube family, what's good? What's good? Lee, the astrology guy, with the full moon in Pisces video. This full moon will be a partial lunar eclipse. All right. So for my Pisces people and my Pisces people with Pisces placements in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, what have you learned since March the 10th? Okay, because that's where this full moon is covering. It's covering from March 10th, 2024 till September 17th, 2024. A 6-month cycle. Okay, this moon is at 25 degrees. So it's a pretty intense moon. So check your charts. I want to talk about Pisces for a minute because there ain't a Pisces in the world that can tell me that this has been an easy year for you. Not one, because we have Saturn in Pisces, okay? And Saturn is the reality, and Pisces is the fantasy, okay? So there's no way that Pisces people have not been seeing the reality all this year. And that's the issue with Pisces people. Giving people the benefit of the doubt, even when they know that these people are not good for them. Okay? You have to see the reality now, Pisces people. There's no more not having boundaries for yourself, trying to help and save everybody. There's no more of that. You cannot be that person anymore unless the people that you're doing that for are giving you that same attention back, okay? You must have a fair exchange. Because remember, Pisces is a duality. Upstream, downstream, okay? The two fish, upstream, downstream. When a Pisces person is going upstream, they're the most positive person and they can get things done. But when a Pisces person is going downstream, that's what we're talking about, the self-sabotaging behaviors, okay? Alcohol and drug abuse, being emotionally manipulative, and all of those type of things, okay? But what I hear for Pisces, big time, with this full moon partial lunar eclipse, because full moons are ending of cycles, ending of things. I'm hearing, put down the alcohol and put down the drugs, okay? That's what I'm hearing for a lot of Pisces people, especially if you're abusing alcohol and abusing drugs, okay? Meaning you're doing it every day, all day, right? It's time to put down the alcohol. It's time to put down the drugs. Saturn is requiring you to become more like your opposite sign. We are in Virgo season, okay? Organized, responsible, analyzing properly, and criticizing properly. All right? So somebody needed to hear that. Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, wherever your Pisces placement is in your chart, you should know that. Again, I will stress, it is important and imperative that you get your birth natal chart. They're absolutely free. Also, Pisces people, it is time for you to make your dreams a reality, because Pisces also rules dreams. It rules our fantasies and our illusions, okay? This is what Saturn is trying to get Pisces people to realize. The difference between the reality and the illusion and the delusion of people, okay? Whatever a Pisces person's dream, they can become. The problem is they like to dream more than they like to be in reality, and that's why Saturn is there right now, because everything that you do now, Pisces, has to be reality based. No more dreaming and no more dreaming small. It is time to dream big. Pisces rules all creativity. They're the most creative people in the world. Actors, musicians, artists, poets, everything. They can do everything when they put their mind to it. But again, like I said, they like to dream about it more than they like to be about it. And it's time for that to stop, okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to do all 12 signs and what this full moon in Pisces on September 17th is going to mean for you, okay? So, we're going to start with the first sign, Pisces. Pisces, this is the end of your 6-month cycle, and it should be the end of all self-sabotaging behaviors that you do. You can basically erase your past and start brand new at this time on the 17th. And I would suggest that all Pisces people do that. I think that all Pisces people need to start over. They do. They need to start over and rediscover themselves. Y'all gotta excuse me, but there's a truck about to come through my video. These sand scrapers. These dudes get on my nerves. Like they always come through on my video. Always come through on my video. I think that a lot of Pisces people need to start over, and they need to reset boundaries, okay, and let people know where they stand, and stop being gullible, and to stop worrying about what people think about them, okay? So the next sign is Aries. Aries, this will take place in the house of Pisces, the 12th house, and Pisces is the undoing of Aries. So I would say the same thing about Aries. It's time to stop self-sabotaging behaviors, okay? It's time to, especially Aries with Pisces in their chart, it's time to stop with the emotional manipulation. It's time to stop the drinking. It's time to stop the drugs. It's time to stop the over-partying, all of that. And it's time to become more disciplined in your ways, because Aries people can be party animals. They can act without thinking, okay? These are self-sabotaging behaviors, which are Pisces traits, and a lot of Aries people have Pisces in their chart because Pisces is the sign before Aries. So Aries people, it is time to become more creative. It is time to become more spiritual, okay? And just a warning for any Aries person out there, Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, be very careful, because this is the time when you can go to jail, because Aries also rules imprisonment. It also rules imprisonment of the mind, so be careful of that as well, as being a mental slave to yourself as well, okay? So the next sign is Taurus. Taurus, this will take place in your 11th house, and this is big for Taurus because Taurus people, this is what I hear for you. You've been doing the same thing for too long. It's time to change, okay? The old routine that you are accustomed to is over. It is time to change, okay? The 11th house is the groups and the friends that you associate with. I hear that big. It's time to change. It's time for new friends, new groups of people, new everything. It is also the house of separation and detachment from what no longer serves you, okay? It is also the house of rebellion, and I don't need to tell too many Tauruses to be rebellious, because Tauruses are fixed, just like Aquarius, and that's the house of Aquarius, the 11th house. So be careful of that, Taurus, being fixed in your ways, because I just told you it's time to change, all right? The next sign is Gemini. Gemini, this will take place in the house of Capricorn, which is a very difficult house for Geminis. So when we're talking about the 10th house of Gemini, we're talking about your long-term goals and your career, okay? Your status and reputation in the world, okay? Your father and father-like figures, okay? Authority figures, people who have it over you, your supervisors, your landlords, your bosses, okay? Karma, all right? Any karma. The 10th house is ruled by Capricorn, and that's karma, okay? So we're talking old age, aging, all right? And on the health note, we're talking about your joints, your bones, okay, and your teeth. There could be problems there, soreness in the knees, elbows, shoulders, you know what I'm saying, or problems with your teeth at this time, okay? So the next sign is Cancer. Cancer, this will take place in the 9th house of Sagittarius. And I hear this for Cancer, especially Cancer women. Your ethics, your values, your morals, and your beliefs, okay? A lot of Cancer women sacrifice those for love, okay? You can no longer do that. You can no longer sacrifice your ethics, your values, your morals, and your beliefs for love, okay? Cancer. women especially. I hear that big time. Also, what I hear for most Cancer people, okay? Teaching, learning at the highest level, taking an online class, going back to school, getting a trade at the highest level, okay? I hear that for a lot of Cancer people. And also, for Cancer people, the 9th house is foreign countries, foreign lands, foreign people. So it could be foreign people that could be significant in your life at this time. This may be a great time to take a trip to a foreign country or a foreign land, all right? So the next sign is Leo. Leo, this is going to take place in the 8th house of Scorpio, which is a not so good house for Leo. Okay, so we're talking about sex and intimacy, your partner's resources, shared finances, okay? Property, taxes, assets, loans, and other people's money, all right? On the low end, we're talking about hate, jealousy, and revenge and obsession, all right? So Leos, that sounds like a lot of relationship issues during this moon, all right? That sounds like a lot of relationship issues, okay? Take what belongs to you, don't make anything up, all right? The next sign, Virgo. Virgo, this will take place in your 7th house of marriage and relationships of all kinds, all right? Business partners and contracts. It's also the house of fairness and justice, all right? It is also the house of your enemies, hidden and known, all right? So Virgos, what I hear in this with this full moon is really your relationships with people of all kind and your marriages. There's going to be some kind of a light shed on that part of your life, okay? So the next sign is Libra. Libra, this is going to take place in the 6th house of Virgo, and this is going to be a weird house for Libra because we're talking about your work and service to others, all right? Are you being taken advantage of at work, being overworked, and not holding up boundaries with your co-workers because you keep on worrying about what they think? That's what I hear already with Libras, okay? The 6th house can also represent your pets, all right? You can have any issue there with your pets at this time. Getting a pet, losing a pet could pass away. You might have to have veterinarian issues with a pet. Anything dealing with a pet at this time. Also, analyzing and criticizing others or yourself, okay? Be careful of doing that because you can definitely create animosity doing that, okay? Also, Virgo is your overall health, okay? The digestive tract, your gut, there could be issues there, okay? Are you healthy? Are you healthy? Because Virgo represents all health, all right? So the next sign, Scorpio. Scorpio, this will take place in the 5th house of Leo, all right? So when we're talking about Scorpio and Leo, we're talking about water and fire. So this is not the greatest house for Scorpio, okay? So we're talking about romance and love affairs, okay? Drama and over-the-top behavior. And that's what I see with Scorpios because Scorpios are also in a clearing out energy, okay? It is also the house of fun games, vacations, all right? There could be drama on if any Scorpios are taking vacations or doing any fun things at this time at the amusement park or anything. It may not go the way you see planned, okay? It's also the house of creativity and children, all right? So there could be some problems with creativity having children, or there could be problems with children as well, all right? So the next sign is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this will take place in your 4th house. This is the 4th house of your mother, your home, your children, your foundation, and your emotions, okay? So Sagittarius, there could be dramas there, okay? Or there could be endings there of some sort with the home dynamic. Maybe you and your mother wasn't getting along, or there could be an ending there where you do get along, okay? This could be the beginning of some drama with your mother or your children, okay? Or healing, all right? This could be a time where you could end having emotional issues that you've had, you know? Take what belongs to you, don't make anything up, all right? So, Capricorn, this full moon will fall in the 3rd house of Gemini. And this is a big house for Capricorn because the third house is all about communication, and Capricorns have problems communicating because they're introverts, and the only time they really communicate is when they're upset. All right? So Capricorns, when I hear about the communication thing, you have to do a better job of communicating your home and your work life. You have to do a better job balancing that, communicating that, whether you're in a new relationship or an old relationship, and standing on your square when you say whatever it is you say, okay? So if you tell your wife you're not working overtime on Friday, don't wait till Friday and say, oh, babe, I'm working overtime. That right there is going to destroy your relationships, okay? Also, Capricorn people, do not focus on other people that are getting raises and passing you. Keep focusing on yourself and your grinds, all right? Last but not least is Aquarius. Aquarius, this will take place in your second house of your home, your money, okay? All banking and financial institution situations, your bills, all right? Your self-esteem and self-worth. Taurus also represents food. It also represents being stubborn and lazy. So I don't think I have to say anything too much about that. Aquariuses, be very mindful of the banking and financial institutions, your bills and all of that, because there could be issues there, or things could be getting better there. You may be coming out of a tough cycle that is ending, and a new good cycle is about to begin, okay? So listen, guys, that is all 12 signs. I would like to thank each and every one of you for listening to the Full Moon in Pisces video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, or share to my YouTube page. I would really appreciate that. Also, I would like you guys to join me on TikTok, because that's my new page where all the other information is. TikTok, YouTube, those are where I'm at now, okay? So listen, birth natal charts are free. If you would like to contact me for a reading, all my information is in the detail box in the video. This is Lee. One love.